crazy. And, you know, he's just ride a crest of a wave now. And now it's about him. How does he recover from yesterday? How does he play? Well, what a start so far.
And this is the thing, Glenn, isn't it? It's okay to have these purple patch days and play on this one day. But there's going to be pressure and expectation on Daryl Pilgrim to replicate it. He's left 32 after 12.
Game shot.
He finds a 14 to start. And so as we ask the question, how can Daryl Pilgrim respond to what was pretty much a picture-perfect day on Tuesday? Solid start out of the blocks for Mr. P as of so far. It's double 12. It's 3-0.
Daryl Pilgrim.
And it just feels so routine as Daryl Pilgrim races away with this opening game. Continman has had a couple of darts and doubles, but for the last wage of this game has been completely outscored. Double 8 for 4-0 victory, which would put him to the summit outright. Remember, it only put in 2 clear, and Alder Coulter can peg him back, but Pilgrim's pilgrimage towards finals night starts with a 4-0 victory against Ariane Continman with an impressive 96-97 average, 4 out of 6 on the doubling as well. He is making things look so routine here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. And just to give you a bit of a caveat, that was higher than his first game average yesterday. So maybe he could incline from that. Right, coming up after the break, Justin Smith in action against Denny Alder Coulter, who could join Pilgrim on Sweet 16. Point in this match, and should he accrue it, will throw to pick up 2 crucial points. And so he has got 2 at double 12. To put himself in front, to put himself a leg away, and the ultra-consistent Denny Alder Coulter finds himself 1 leg away.
The big fish.
32.
What's been impressive, it was a slow start from Coulter. Can he finish with a real gallop? He absolutely can. That's a beautiful final dart. A big win for Denny Alder Coulter. He had difficulties in that game against Justin Smith. You're never really sure what you're going to get with Justin. But Denny moves himself and just reminds Daryl Pilgrim that he's still about. He's still got something to say in this group. And the 86.16 average, he'll be happy with that after the disappointing start. Excellent on the outer ring again. Justin Smith, work to be done. Big game coming up next for Scott Taylor. He plays Niall Cullerton.
Looking for what would be a Hail Mary finish to keep himself in the game. Double 10!
130!
Wasn't far away.
Scott, you required 20.
Does a 4 par there. It's a 4-1 victory for Scott Taylor. It wasn't pretty, but ultimately it's about getting 2 points at this stage. He moves on to 14 points and stays in the mix. He won't be happy with those averages. He won't be happy with those checkout stats, but he'll be absolutely delighted with the 2 points. For Niall Cullerton, his problems still continue. 1 from 7 on the outer ring when he got the opportunities there will disappoint him. We move on to the next round of games. It's Ariane Continman up next against Justin Smith.
It's going to be a dart in his hand, a double 16 to do exactly that. And we're incrementally going up a leg by 1.
He's got that in the locker, Justin Smith. Maybe saving his best for later. Continman is saving his best for now.
Ariane Continman.
78 in 2 darts, treble 18, double 12. So it's advantage Smith.
Another. Left himself double 16, and so Continman is looking to complete the job with the fish.
79.
We've had absolutely everything in this Group A campaign, apart from the 170.
The fish was his wish, but he can't complete the job this time, and so Smith comes back for 67 to put the cat amongst the pigeons. 2 8s for victory, and it keeps Justin Smith just in with a squeak of Group B qualification. And it is Continman that's going to be one of his closest rivals for that. As for the Dutchman, well, that may well just put paid to his hopes of winning the group now. The stats, well, Continman was ticking along the teens for a large portion of the early stages, but it's Justin Smith's consistency over 7 legs which prevailed in the end, including 4 out of 5 when it came to the doubling. Well, coming up after the break, it's the man who's been harping all the headlines, Daryl Pilgrim, up against Niall Cullerton.
Daryl, you require 40.
Tops. Landed for the Eagle, who finds himself on 18 points and may find himself a step closer now towards Saturday night, with Older Coulter and Taylor to face off toe-to-toe after this. A 4-1 victory puts himself 2 points clear of the pair going into that particular battle, and the battle lines will be drawn, and Older Coulter takes on Taylor after this.
Maximised down because the quality's been so good. There's no reprieve. Big dart. Big
Game
moment.
shot on the third
big
leg.
player. Denny Older Coulter.
Require 84.
Double 14. He loves that double. And he levels up at 2-2.
Scott,
well, he may have come up with the clutch visit. He's now looking for the break. That would accelerate him to 16 points, but the chance has come and gone.
Denny, you
and so Older
68.
Coulter comes back to tie with Pilgrim at the top.
What a conclusion to this match, and now Denny's going to get a chance. It's only going to be one dart. Can he hit the tops? Yes, he can.
And the match.
What a
Denny
sensational way to end a thrilling game between two top darters, and you can see the imminent disappointment there from Scott Taylor, but what an ending. Look at the numbers there. If you would just look at the stat, you would think there's only one winner, that being Scott Taylor, but it's Denny Older Coulter that moves alongside Daryl Pilgrim. Is it a two-horse race yet? Well, not statistically, but you would think them two. And guess what? In the next set of games, they will play each other. But next up after the break will be Ariane Conterman against Niall Cullerton.
Oh, you require 117.
Well, a 180 and 100 plus finishes first of the week. So maybe he's found the flight and stem combo that he likes.
Niall comes in on a Group B or Group C shift. So this is a rare full week for him here at the Live Lounge.
$60.
Every time I'm seen to be here for commentary, I see the name Matty Dennant.
171.
Back, and Conterman is really finding the trebles with ease right now.
It's not all about you, Glenn.
36. Ariane, you require 94.
If there is any mention of me as he looks at tops.
Game shot on the third leg.
140, 171, 94 in two darts. That's the way to do it. Great banter between the two of them.
It's Niall. Justin, you require 64.
Double 8.
Game shot on the third leg.
His rhythm looks really good here, Justin Smith.
4-4 for 2-2. Another one of them for double 12. Oh,
game shot on the fourth leg
from Scott Taylor.
Scott Taylor.
Absolutely magnificent. Smith's left the 144, but can he take out the 150 to break? Oh, this is incredulous. This is magnificent.
Game
that
shot
is stupendous from Scott Taylor. Back-to-back ton plus finishes for back-to-back 12s, and he is turning this game on its head to some tune. This has been an absolute treat. Taylor wants the ball to finish it
and the match.
In the most sumptuous of styles. 4 out of 4 on the finishing, 2 ton plus checkouts. Justin Smith through the kitchen sink, and it just proved not to be enough. Scott Taylor with an average of 98.23. 4 out of 4 on the finishing, 2 ton plus checkouts, who took the game away from the Bearded Dragon. Well, that was absolutely sublime. And we've now got the 2 top boys going toe-to-toe as Daryl Pilgrim takes on Denny Older Coulter in a top-of-the-table encounter.
You require
He's himself
88.
on a finish with a big fish, Older Coulter, but realistically, we feel there's 6 starts from 88. He may only need the couple. He only needs the 2 because double 14 is bound for 14. He reduces the deficit to 2 legs to 1.
Hope rather than expectation for the Dutchman right now.
Because you don't expect Pilgrim to miss these types of combinations.
Daryl, you require 76.
It may just be 1 dart in the hand. And it's only going to be the solitary dart at double 18. The moments get bigger, but the big moments are made for the big players, and Daryl Pilgrim's most certainly that. Players sat on 20 points. Older Coulter looking for 20 points in the group. One left. Not
10.
found. And Pilgrim's reprieved.
At this time, you can't feel your legs and
20.
arms sometimes. Your mind is in overdrive, thinking of topping the group. These are the vulnerabilities. It's double 4.
Game,
what a
shot,
match. It had
and
absolutely
Daryl
everything.
Pilgrim.
But it's the man of the moment, Daryl Pilgrim, that just, and I highlight the word just, gets over the winning line. That's a clearly disappointed Denny Coulter, but he has been sensational. He still has a lot to play for. Forget the averages there. What a beautiful game of darts that was. The 180s in favour of Pilgrim. Again, the checkout ratios weren't great because you could just sense the tension. But in the top of the table clash, it's Daryl Pilgrim that gets over the line. And next up, it's Niall Cullerton against Justin Smith.
Justin, you require
this is
62.
to put another one back and to really, really put the cat amongst the pigeons as he goes for double 16.
There's that composure.
30.
Not to be this time. Chance for Cullerton.
No, you require
Big
48.
target at the opener. He decides his tops.
Game,
And
shot,
what a win for Niall Cullerton. It's been a tough day and a half for him since that first victory on Monday morning. Let him celebrate. And for Justin Smith, he's always magnanimous in defeat. Well done, Niall Cullerton. A great victory there. You've got to use that as your platform for your Group C campaign because you'll be playing Justin Smith again tomorrow. And next up, it's an all-Dutch affair. Big connotations there for Denny Coulter against Ariane Konteman.
Yeah,
Ariane,
and so this
40.
is a dart, not just to win this game, but
Game,
to win
shot,
Daryl Pilgrim, the group. The
Ariane
Pilgrim's
Konteman.
passage to Saturday night is complete as Denny Coulter falters at the line. A 4-0 win for Ariane Konteman secures the place of Daryl Pilgrim into Saturday night's affair, doing so with a 92.5 average and 4 out of 8 on the doubling. Coulter only had 3 darts at double ultimately in that match. He missed a lot of them. He was outscored for large swings by Konteman. But coming up after the break for Daryl Pilgrim, well, he can have the serene passage now as he takes on Scott Taylor.
You require 170.
That would have left him a 2-darter. Well, Pilgrim's done everything this week, hasn't he? Apart from a 170. Apart from the big fish.
Game shot on the first leg.
Just
Daryl
unbelievable.
Pilgrim.
What a week he is having. 16.
15.
Because a win here
Scott,
for Pilgrim does
90.
set up the mouth-watering final game between Taylor and Konteman. Can Taylor do a lot of the damage now? He's going to have a dart, a double 5.
Game shot on the second leg.
Absolutely
Scott
nowhere.
Taylor.
They're the fighting qualities that Scott has in abundance. He understands the situation,
Third leg,
looking at his
Scott to
reaction
throw
there.
first. Game on.
But Daryl Pilgrim, I just think he wants to go to bed for a couple of days now. He's had them exertions of playing challenge too. He's been wonderful here. It's what he does over the next
85.
couple of days, and what an asset he's going to be on Saturday night.
Scott, you require 92.
How aggressive. He's used the bullseye a lot. It looks like he's gone straight. Now he's not guaranteed a darter, but he's going to get one, a double 6.
Game shot on the
What
third
a finish,
leg.
Scott Taylor.
Scott Taylor.
So for Pilgrim to pinch it in the 7th and deciding leg, the bull
62.
does not land.
He didn't even
Scott, you
consider the
required
treble 20 there. He
92.
wanted a finish on the bull. Scott Taylor has decisions to make. He did go treble 20 last time and a double 6 for the finish. Will that be on his mind? Will he go the same route? 2 doubles.
74.
Nearly caused Pilgrim trouble.
Daryl, you require 25.
But he is back for the match. He is back for 2 in hand at double 8 to complete the job.
21.
But it doesn't go. It goes a begging.
Chance for
Scott,
Taylor. He
you
thought he
require
didn't have 18
18
darts thrown. I don't think he expected to come back, but he's got a decision to make. He's gone direct. It's just so difficult. Is he looking at the top part of that double 9? Because if he looks at the bottom,
no score.
there's just the chance of the ricochet there. Disappointing ending there for
Daryl, you
Taylor.
require 4.
So double 2 for the 2 points to put him on to 22 points. Now the madhouse.
Game,
round the houses, but Pilgrim's over the line. He gets the better of Scott Taylor by 4 legs to 3, who now is severely looking at Group C smack bang in the face. The tail of the tape, both players having opportunities to win the match. It's Pilgrim who piled in a big fish to start, finishes off on the Madhouse, the 1-1, to seal a 4-3 victory against Scott Taylor. So, one more round of fixtures to go. 3 more games left for our day, and we are going to kick proceedings off with the battle between Denny Oldecoulter of the Netherlands and the Irishman, Niall Cullerton.
20.
Another one I might steal. Treble 20 needed. It's tops for Cullerton.
Game shot on the third leg. Niall Cullerton.
What a superb finish under the circumstances.
Cull off this leg. Tops a 3-2. He's tried the flatty. Down for 10s. In the 10s.
Game shot on the 5th leg.
And that's been a real
Niall
friend.
Cullerton.
And this would be for 4 straight legs. But this is a riposte. Almost the perfect riposte. And this is for the match.
Now you require 70.
We're looking at treble 10. He's got 2 darted tops. Now Cullerton wins the game 4-2. He was struggling at one point in that game at 2-0 down, but he showed all the fighting qualities that he needs when he comes back tomorrow afternoon. It's a great way to end for the Irishman. 87.48. That beautiful 120 finish when it was looking like he was down and out. And for Denny Oldecoulter, he's got to look at his Group A campaign with real positivity. He'll come back in Group B. He'll have plenty to say to get there on Saturday night. The penultimate game of the day. It's Daryl Pilgrim, the man of the moment, against Justin Smith.
71.
We're looking at treble 13. The 2 darter double 16. It's picture perfect. Pilgrim here in Portsmouth.
Daryl Pilgrim.
He has been absolutely fantastic. Just a wonderful campaigner for Justin Smith. I think the best is yet to come. Just effortlessly. So effective. 95.73. It looked like his B game. And that's what he can do. That's the kind of week that he's had. He's had absolutely everything. And for Justin Smith, we'll see him back tomorrow. But it's Daryl Pilgrim we'll see Saturday night as we go to the final game. A big game. Ariane Conterman against Scott Taylor. Who's going to get the third place?
Dal, does it get better than the last couple of days for you, darts-wise?
Maybe not. I mean, to win 5 out of 5 after the last few days. Yeah, so not much better, but...
What has the last 24 hours been like since you left the venue? How did the phone go off the hook?
Yeah, my phone's been going absolutely mental for the last 24 hours. It's ridiculous.
Does that bring extra pressure going into today then? Obviously, what happened yesterday, all the text messages, do you feel like there's then an expectation to try and perform to levels akin to that?
Yeah, a little bit. Sometimes you think you're never going to match doing that, and then you almost try harder to match it, and then it cannot go as well.
A couple of days off now after winning group. Actually, on the back of that, does a couple of days off actually help you because you can now go into Saturday refreshed and recharged?
Yeah, especially after 3 days of Challenge Tour, it's definitely better having a couple of days off, I think.
Winning that Challenge Tour at the weekend, and obviously you won here a couple of times before, your confidence must be as high as it's ever been at the minute.
Yeah, it is definitely sky high. But if I throw me darts, then I feel really good.
Well, the Eagle has certainly landed in Portsmouth. Dal, many congratulations so far.
Cheers, thank you.
It's going to be a dart at the ball to get it done in style.
Ariane, you require
and now he has to wait in the background and hope Conterman doesn't take out the fish, which he won't. And so,
52.
For placing Group
Scott,
B on
25.
Thursday and Friday, Taylor wants 25. He goes double 12. His usual MO. Doesn't come up trumps.
Ariane, you require
and he has got to hope that Conterman doesn't have his number. It's going to be a dart. No, it's not going to be a dart.
78.
He's missed the big number.
Scott, you
and so he's presented
24.
Taylor with 3 more.
Game,
and it's going to be Scott Taylor who secures his passage into Group B. He made heavy weather of it in the end. He led 3-1 against Ariane Conterman before the Dutchman pulled it back to 3 apiece. Well, Conterman should have had a dart at tops to wrap it up on the back of a 118 combination. He missed the big number. Taylor then did the business. to secure his spot into Group B on Thursday and Friday night respectively. We'll see Compterman in the afternoon affair over the next couple of days. Compterman 3, Taylor 4.
Very much, Henry. Well, Glenn Durrant standing next to me. I had a little jibe at you earlier on about picking 2 names, but they finished first and second. So well done you and well done them.
Yeah, it was looking right at the end, Dave. That missed big dart, the big 18 there for Marianne. Could have made it so different there because Scott could have finished second or fourth, so went right down to the wire.
Let's just reflect on the results from today's action. So, well, already. So far, we're not getting any more to come. But we have seen a perfect day for Daryl Pilgrim, and that kind of just completes a perfect Group A campaign for him, doesn't it?
I thought this morning when you asked me the question, nothing can compete with yesterday, apart from 5 out of 5 and a 170 finish. The guy's a machine, but it's only job half done just yet. But what a week he's had.
Yep. Finished off with that victory over Justin Smith, having beaten Scott Taylor in the game before it 4-3 as well, the closest he came to getting beaten today. Let's talk a little bit more about Pilgrim, because it wasn't all sort of sorted. It wasn't easy for him, was it? He went into the middle of the day having to beat Denny Aldercoulter when Denny could have got a march on him.
And absolutely, and Denny had a chance in that game as well. Like I said, we've talked so much about Daryl Pilgrim this week, but there was actually darts for Denny to win that. He didn't recover from that, by the way. He was really deflated and, you know, at the end just sort of petered out to third place, but that would have made it super interesting for the neutral. I was going for a Denny win in that game, but this guy's oozes class.
Yeah, step forward. Even though he missed 5 with his first start, didn't hesitate in putting it right with his second, and he knew that he got away with one there, but he did complete the card. And then Scott Taylor, again, just plodded on, and then right at the end managed to get the job done.
I was thinking he gets on really well with Justin Smith. I was thinking to myself, would he enjoy a Group C campaign better because of that banter in there? But he did. He's got real quality. This 1-4-4. And yeah, I mean, it was only me ears with a problem with Henry at the end there, but he was absolutely fantastic. And then followed by the 115. Just the way they're going for it there, he's got that in the locker. Yeah, and I still think he's got a big part to play.
You said he gets on well with Justin Smith. He might not get on so well after all those finishes against him.
They were laughing and joking around, and sometimes you think, what makes you tick, what makes you play really well? Well, I've talked about him wanted to show that little bit of fire in his belly, but in that game he was all like hand five, high fives, etc., and he was good. I still think he's a quality player. He was my pick of the week, and I ain't going to change my mind.
Right, confirmation then of the table, the final Group A table with Daryl Pilgrim, of course, at the peak of the pile in the end, winning it by a margin, 6 points clear of second and third place. So Taylor and Aldercoulter go into Group B. Arian Compterman in Group C, having played a little sort of fight out for that, do you think that he will be the one who needs to regroup the most before that campaign?
I also think he's going to be the happiest of the 3 going in there. I was really delighted to see Niall Cullerton get a couple of wins under his belt. I do think the best of Justin Smith is to come, but Arian must be a big favourite now.
And what about the players coming in? Dave Prinz, Rob Collins, Matt Dennant, Tony Wood, Charlie Large, Dom Taylor. Who are you expecting to impress you there?
In the Group B is going to be really, really tough. I'm expecting something from Matty Dennant. He's one of them players that we've talked about this week where people know to come here and win games. I'd expect big things from him, but I do expect Denny and Scott to get through that group.
Right, Daryl Pilgrim has lived up to the billing in this group, winning it as the bookies' favourite. Do you expect him to be the man to beat come Saturday night as well?
He's the man to beat, but Scott Taylor all the way for me.
Right, let's find out. Glenn has made his choice. You can see Scott Taylor in action in Group B at 10 p.m. here on Sporty Stuff TV tomorrow night. From 1 p.m, Group C gets underway on the YouTube channel, the Modus Super Series YouTube channel, and then from 3 you'll join us on Sporty Stuff TV as well. But as far as Group A has gone, well, it's been a really special Group A, maybe the best we've ever seen from one player in particular, as Daryl Pilgrim has progressed to the Promised Land.